I spent $5.3 million.
Why don't they have any medals?
Because Pokemon has outperformed the stock market by 3,000% in the last 20 years.
Meaning this is now worth more than all of these watches, these cars,
And probably this dinosaur.
Because it is the only perfect PSA 10 Pikachu illustrator in
Dude, PSA 10? That's gap.
existence.
And now,
Chat, is there a zoom in on this at all?
I'm letting it go.
This grail is going up for auction on Pokemon's 30th anniversary. The crown jewel of the highest grossing franchise in the world.
Someone is going to own the Guinness World Record-setting card that I hunted for years, and
That I wore out to my WrestleMania debut. It is the very best.
And that is why I spent $5.3.
Scam explained.
Hello, you absolute legend. Oh boy, Logan Paul is making headlines again due to his he can't recommend the expensive Pokemon card in history, a PSA 10 Pikachu illustrator. And I don't say allegedly because he may not have bought it, I say allegedly because it was a private sale, and we have no idea what he actually paid, despite what he claims. The amount Logan claims to have paid should be treated with skepticism, because 1, Logan Paul lies about everything, and 2, he used that announcement of his purchase to advertise the platform he co-founded, Liquid Marketplace.
So this was a very hard decision to make, but yes, I will be listing this card on a platform that I co-founded called Liquid Marketplace. It allows co-ownership of top-tier assets. So instead of one person, me owning this card, we as a collective can co-own it together.
And we've seen this exact same
What?
thing before. When I covered the sealed video game bubble, it was the exact same play. The co-founder of the auction house Heritage Auctions, Jim Halperin, and several other insiders, who all just happened to be silent investors in the grading company Wata Games, bought a Super Mario for $100,000. And this made news as the most expensive video game ever sold. And they used this sale to pump the market and advertise their platforms. And as it later turned out, they lied about the details of the sale. In their press release, they claimed only 3 people bought the game. But in a deposition given by Wata Games
Well, he didn't pay out those people after he removed it?
founder Dennis Kahn, he admitted that not only had 4 people bought the game, but the original owner still got to keep partial ownership of it. So the sale was a complete sham. That is why whenever you hear about these sales connected with advertisements of platforms co-owned by the purchaser, you can be pretty confident in assuming that the details of the sale are total bullshit. Logan Paul claims he paid $5.3 million for this Pokemon card, and that 51% of his card would be available for purchase through his platform, Liquid Marketplace.
I'll also be listing it for $5 million instead of the $5.3 million I bought it for. So basically, I'll be giving you guys $300,000 discounts because everyone likes discounts. And I should say this, I'll be retaining 49% ownership of the cards.
On July 10, 2022, it was officially announced that Paul's card would be available for purchase, with 51% of the listed value being $2.55 million. And a month later, it was announced that the entire share on offer had been sold out. Now, let's read this announcement carefully, because it's important to understand how this process works. The post reads, "Now the holy grail of Pokemon cards has sold out and is available for trading on the marketplace. The LMP community now controls the future of the card and will take part in all decisions made as to whether it will be taken out of the collector's vault for events or to be auctioned off." There are multiple parts to this post that are critical to understanding why Logan Paul is now in hot water. The first is the part.
How would you police that at all? How would you monitor that and validate who's doing that?
Where it says the card has sold out and is available for trading on the marketplace. With these fractional investment platforms.
Okay, but what if he has his buddies have 2% and him and them, they have 51% together? I mean, couldn't they have majority and they do whatever they want?
There are 2 phases when offering an asset, with the first being the initial offering. This is where the platform sells its equity to the public in the form of tokens. So in this case, in July 2022, LMP begins the offering phase. During this phase, people may buy ownership in the asset, and they are buying directly from LMP. This is phase 1. If and only if all of the initial offering is sold, they move to phase 2. Phase 2 is where the asset is put on the marketplace, where token holders may buy and sell tokens between one another. So this post is saying that all of the 51% on initial offer had been purchased, and now tokens are able to be freely traded between other token holders, with LMP no longer owning any share of the asset. That's why the post then says the LMP community now controls the future of the card and will take part in all decisions made. Because the token holders have a majority ownership in the card, they should in theory have control over what happens to it, including whether or not it is sold to a third party or through an auction. And this decision process is supposed to be controlled through a vote. Unfortunately, however, all of this is a total lie. And by all of this, I really do mean all of this. Nothing about this post is true. When Logan Paul claimed you could co-own assets, he was lying. When the co-founder, Ryan Bahadori, went around touting in promotional pieces that buying a token gives you genuine ownership over that asset, he was lying. When LMP stated that the community now controlled the future of Logan's card, it was lying. The entire premise of the platform was never true. Now, what I'm first going to do is explain how Liquid Marketplace was a scam in general, perpetrated by multiple people, not...
Why would you go around and buy a part of a bunch of shit out there? That's, I mean, dude, that's like a 1 point of failure. The person that has the asset, what about they drop in the water?
Just Logan Paul. And then we will circle back specifically to Logan afterwards to wrap up everything in a nice, neat bow.
Do you get money back?
Remember a few years ago there was this massive drama around established titles? The problem was that creators were telling their viewers that people really got to purchase and own land.
Well, this is a little bit kooky, bud. Oso technically owns land in Scotland now, which means he's a lord.
Okay, so let me see this thing.
There's this really cool company called Established Titles, and you can actually buy land in Scotland. And if you look here, you can actually find his actual plot number.
How much land does he own?
He owns 1 square foot of land in Scotland.
Okay.
And
but this was all a lie. You weren't purchasing land at all. It was all just make-believe. Established Titles still kept ownership of the land, and when you gave money to Established Titles, they didn't give up control or ownership of that plot. They just gave you a plaque and made it seem like you owned something, but you really didn't. And it was this false advertising that got everyone's knickers in a twist.
Yeah, but even if you were to own that 1 feet of land, let's say they were to, how do you enforce that? Like, can you go and put like a piece of wood on your 1 feet of land? I mean...
And it's the exact same thing with LMP. All of the marketing, including from Logan Paul's own mouth, said that you could co-own collectibles, but that wasn't true, and you had no ownership or control. And it's this false advertising and the misleading statements that are partially responsible for the Ontario Securities Commission bringing proceedings against LMP and several of its principals in July of 2024. The complaint by the OSC lists a bunch of issues that we will get around to, but we will just stick to this ownership issue for now. The OSC complaint states that LMP, Bahadori, and Nickdell have perpetrated a fraud on its investors. Approximately $2.7 million had been obtained by LMP from the sale of LMP tokens to LMP token purchasers. LMP, Bahadori, and Nickdell made false and misleading statements to token purchasers, including that LMP tokens represent legal ownership in underlying collectibles. So this false advertising is a big deal, and such a big deal that the OSC outright calls it fraud. But here is where the alleged fraud gets really interesting, because notice that number, $2.7 million. The OSC is saying that by the time they filed this action in June 2024, LMP had only taken in $2.7 million from the sale of tokens. This doesn't make sense. When Logan Paul offered 51% of his PSA 10 Illustrator on LMP, it was valued at $5 million. So the total amount of tokens available for purchase was $2.55 million.
Yo, true.
Which apparently sold out. And that was just one card. LMP listed many other collectibles as well. For example, a PSA 8 Pikachu Illustrator with a total value of $1.1 million, which also apparently sold out. We know it was supposed to have sold out because it was trading on the marketplace, which only happens...
That means that either there's a part missing that they didn't report, or that some of the owners bought shares of the assets that he's talking about, and they have more than they're letting on.
once all of the
Like I
initial
said,
offering is sold. This mechanic was
they
made
bought,
crystal
of course,
clear by
but not
LMP employee
really, 'cause
Avic on their
they just allocate,
subreddit.
of course.
So already, with just these 2 cards alone, that's $3.6 million, more than what the company took in total for its entire existence. And you can see on the marketplace there were a bunch of other expensive items as well. How is this possible? It doesn't seem to make any sense. Well, the truth is that it isn't possible. And the reason this discrepancy exists is because, according to the OSC, LMP was lying about their collectibles being sold out. The complaint states, LMP represented to actual and prospective token purchasers that LMP tokens represent—
Dude, if you buy an LMP token to buy a piece of cardboard of some other person on Logan's platform, I mean, dude, I have to be honest with you, you are 7 folds into complete rot. Like,
and legal fractional ownership of the underlying collectibles, including that LMP tokens are offered for pre-order on an initial drop, and only once all
Well, I don't wanna
tokens for a
victim blame
collectible
either,
are
but,
fully sold on the initial drop does the collectible move to the marketplace, where token purchasers can trade their fractional ownership with other LMP platform users. Contrary to these representations, LMP moved collectibles to the market.
I never said I don't like Logan. I mean, I don't dislike him as a person. I mean, I met him a bunch of times. I mean, I've flown with him on a jet. I think he's, but I'm always very critical of his crypto moves. I think a lot of them are just bad. And the problem that I have with Logan in general with his business ventures is that he knows better. He knows better. Like, is that he's made a lot of mistakes, and instead of doing those mistakes and be like, guys, since I made those really bad mistakes, right? I'm gonna super lock in, and whenever you do anything bad that's of that nature in the future, but it just keeps happening. Like, I have to be honest with you, like, at that point when, oh guys, something broke and something's going on with this platform, whatever. Like, dude, people are not gonna be receptive because you made those mistakes so many times, though. At that point, it's deliberate. You have to say, yeah, this is deliberate.
That had not sold out on the initial drop, and deposited the unsold LMP tokens into LMP platform accounts that were owned or controlled by the LMP principals or their affiliates. In a nutshell, LMP lied to the public by telling them that all of the tokens had been sold when they hadn't, and then moved the collectibles to the marketplace when only a fraction of the actual tokens had been purchased. The reason for lying about this is pretty obvious. The truth is that not enough people were interested in purchasing these stupid tokens to buy out an entire collectible. Therefore, they would have never made it to the marketplace. So because of this, the entire business model is instantly killed. The way these platforms make money is by taking a fee whenever tokens are traded. So if people aren't trading, no fees are collected, and no money is made. Also lying to the public and claiming that items were being—
This is fake news. They went to court and Logan won on all counts. Is this true?
Being sold out, especially very quickly, like they represented, can give people—
I think I'm gonna just say how it is. Just for the sake of time, because I don't want to go through all the files, and if we have to, we will. Can I be honest with you? I think that some of the things that they're saying, the facts in the lawsuit, would be good enough by themselves, regardless of what law they think that they broke, and what like the statements themselves are good
the
enough.
Impression that tokens are in high demand, which can entice people on the fence to purchase. Ultimately, however,
they only use the files to show the numbers.
Even with all of the lies and hype, was a complete and utter failure, especially for initial investors. And when I say investors, I don't mean the people buying tokens. I mean that before launching LMP, Logan and the other co-founders raised over $10 million in capital. They raised $10 million in capital, but the company only took in $2.7 million in revenue. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but those returns don't seem very good.
What?
The founders of LMP did very well for themselves, however. In the OSC complaint, there were only 3 people listed, but just those 3 principals alone received millions in compensation. Originally, these 3 gentlemen lied—
What? Go back?
Received millions in compensation. Originally, these 3 gentlemen lied to the OSC, claiming that they only received a salary of around $100,000 each and only for 1 year in 2022.
Okay.
But after further investigation, the OSC uncovered that these 3 individuals paid themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars in salaries each and extracted millions from LMP to companies they owned. From everything I've seen, it's hard to tell if the real fraud was only supposed to be the initial capital these guys raised and then used to enrich themselves. They certainly didn't take that capital and invest it into LMP. The website was atrociously unstable. Most of the time the website was down or simply unusable. In late 2022, the CEO said a mobile app was almost ready and would be launched very shortly.
A mobile application is absolutely paramount to the success of Liquid Marketplace. That mobile application is almost ready. I'm pleased to announce we're going through finishing touches. We're going through the final approval processes, and that will be launched very shortly for you guys to enjoy. Stay tuned.
Though of course, the mobile app never came. Throughout early 2023, the LMP social media accounts were kept on life support by a couple of low-level employees, but the principals and co-founders all vanished and left their platform behind to rust from the inside out. A September 2023 Instagram reel announcing 4 new upcoming features that also never came is the last time LMP made any update on their socials. As of right now, the website has been down for years, and from the reports I've heard, most users simply lost everything. So it seems pretty clear to me and the OSC that the officers and owners were in all likelihood just looking to take investor money, pretend to run a business for a short time, and then bail with everyone's cash when it inevitably fell apart. Ultimately, it looks like investors in LMP lost $10 million, and LMP token holders lost a couple of million as well. And now LMP is staring down the barrel of a huge legal...
Yeah, but Jack, isn't this technically pure profit? I mean, if let's say they own all the cards that are on the listing, right? They own all the cards. People come in and they buy parts of it, bunch of parts. It's pure profit. It's money that goes literally 100%. I mean, you're not selling anything. I mean, nobody gets. You don't have to buy something and then give it to somebody else. I mean, we're talking about a 100% pure profit.
Battle. LMP was a failure. But let's return to our hero, Logan Paul, and his PSA 10 Pikachu illustrator, because that's the incident that has recently plunged this now years-old saga
any volume would be pure though.
In December 2025, Netflix released Season 3 of their show, King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch. This show centers around the founder and CEO of Golden Auctions, Ken Golden. And in Episode 3 of Season 3, Logan Paul agreed to sell his PSA 10 Pikachu illustrator through Golden Auctions.
This card means a lot to me. It is the grail of the #1 popular franchise in the world, Pokémon, right? It's the card. It's the only PSA 10. You will write the check right now. Yes. You got the...
I'm not even being a hater. I feel like, Jack, I keep up Pokemon cards. I have a lot of them. I opened a lot of boxes that are very expensive. I couldn't give a shit about this card.
The funds?
I don't know. I don't feel like it's a grail for me. I mean, is it actually? I mean,
my heart tells me to do this deal with you, and so I will do the deal with you.
Great.
This left a lot of people head scratching, because the last thing anyone had heard about this card is that it was majority owned by LMP token holders. So it didn't make sense that Logan Paul could then go and auction it off without their consent. This is the inciting incident that has caused Logan Paul to get back into hot water. Selling the most expensive Pokemon card in the world brought a lot of attention back to LMP, and people realized that things weren't adding up. This prompted Logan to make a statement on Twitter, and we are going to go through his post in detail because once again, it's full of lies. Logan states, "As you may know, the PSA 10 Pikachu illustrator was previously listed on Liquid Marketplace, which users could purchase tokens that, according to the company, represented fractional ownership interests in the card. This is such a misleading statement, because while the company..."
Well, I knew it, I called it earlier. So basically, he had still had 49. All he had to do is buy 2%. Buy, of course. Let's be honest, nobody bought the rest of it, right? Let's say 3% was probably sold. And then they go, oh, well, the guys, the majority, which is my 2 friends and myself, we decide we are going to sell the card because we're 51%.
He did say tokens represent fractional ownership. It wasn't just the company. It was
Is that
Logan
exactly what
himself as a co-founder.
I mean, wrong. How could I be wrong?
Co-founder of Liquid Marketplace, I believe we're set to level the playing field by allowing anyone to own a piece of the world's rarest collectibles.
We have the
That's
most
my
elusive,
guess.
top tier, rarest assets in the world for the entire world to co-own.
So this was a very hard decision to make, but yes, I will be listing this card on a platform that I co-founded called Liquid Marketplace. It allows co-ownership of top tier assets. So instead of one person, me owning this card, we as a collective can co-own it together.
Explain Liquid Marketplace.
Liquid Marketplace. Okay. What it is fractional ownership. Fractional ownership. So if you want to be a collector and you can't maybe afford an original or a Triceratops skull, you can buy a little piece of it if you believe in the Triceratops skull market.
Oh my God.
Logan even directly told Time magazine in April 2022 that Liquid Marketplace allowed people to own top-tier assets.
I do care about the collectible industry, and I want to see as many people own top-tier assets as possible, and this being the vehicle to that made perfect sense.
So it's insane to me that he would pin this representation on the company and not himself. And notice how he said, according to the company, not that tokens actually did represent fractional ownership. He phrased it this way because the representation was false and he knows it. So he can't say the tokens did represent ownership, only that that's what the company told the public. He continues, in May 2024, consistent with the platform's terms, I repurchased the card. I paid a substantial buyout amount to the platform, which was intended to be distributed to fractional owners based on their respective percentages. I was informed at the time that funds had been distributed accordingly. This is where things get really...
Whoa. What? Wait, chat. I don't actually understand. How could you rebuy? That means that he had to contact every single owner of any tokens that are related to this fractional and buy everything. There's no fucking way there's no way anybody did that. That would be possible, is it?
Spicy. The LMP website is now defunct, and has been for a while. But using the Wayback Machine, I can go and check the platform's terms of service at that time. And these terms are extremely interesting. It says that when the owner of a collectible, called the collector, lists an item on the marketplace, it gets placed into the name of a wholly owned subsidiary of LMP, called the custodian, pursuant to a custody agreement. So the entire collectible gets put into the name of a subsidiary of LMP, which means that now LMP has full control over the entire asset. It then says that when you purchase a token and become a token holder, you shall be deemed to have entered into that custody agreement for that collectible. And what does the custody agreement entail? Well, the custody agreement states that neither the collector nor an individual token holder will have the right to take possession of the collectible or direct the custodian in any manner whatsoever, unless an individual acquires sole ownership of the tokens associated with a collectible. So unless you own 100% of the tokens of a collectible, LMP retains complete control over it. Therefore, the terms expressly stated...
What? So the 51% was bullshit. It has to be 100%, and only them can do... So...
that Logan had no power to simply buy his card back. However, luckily for Logan, there was a loophole that did allow him to get his card back. The terms also describe the process of a buyout, i.e. someone buying the collectible back from LMP.
Well, but buyout, but chat, isn't he a co-owner though? How much could they have possibly paid himself? I mean,
the terms state that LMP may allow users to purchase all of the tokens associated with a certain collectible without the other token holders associated with that collectible executing a sale. Meaning that if LMP decides to initiate a buyout, token holders can have all of their tokens bought from them at any time without them having any power to stop it. The only condition that must be met for LMP to initiate a buyout is that someone first acquires the minimum number of tokens associated with that collectible, called the buyout threshold. However, the buyout threshold is not a fixed amount. It's literally just whatever LMP decides it is at any given time. The terms even explicitly state that the minimum number of tokens is something that LMP may establish from time to time.
Yeah, but how is that
LMP
legal,
could make
though?
the threshold 90% one day and 10% the next day, and there is nothing in the terms to prevent them from doing it. So technically, Logan is correct. While the custodian did have full control over the card, and neither token holders nor Logan could do anything to direct the custodian, this didn't mean that LMP couldn't simply decide to sell the card back to Logan at any time. After all, LMP sets the rules. Logan still owned 49% of the card, so all LMP would need to do is make the buyout threshold less than 49%, which they can do whenever they want. And then LMP can simply allow Logan to exercise a buyout at their discretion.
Okay, I get the point,
Logan loves to skirt the edges of what is or isn't obviously illegal. This tweet is perfectly crafted to be as technically true as it can. So
it kind of goes in circles here.
Assuming only $250,000 of tokens were sold, that's 10% of the token supply. The rest would have been dumped into LMP-controlled accounts, and therefore LMP had control over 90% of the token supply.
It's over 12 mil an hour ago. Really? This is the scans of the photo of the card. Yeah, but the scans are bad though. Yo, Sodium, I can't see properly.
Please welcome me to the jungle.
These scans are shit. I mean, you would need to have a much better scan in this to see it properly, no? It's bad quality. Guys, I can't see anything. Like, how is that a PSA 10? Right there. Bro, isn't it etched in at the bottom there? There's an F. Oh, because it's what about right there though? Look right there.
Stare. Can I get a happy birthday xQc xQcl?
Oh my god! What is that? There's all this? I did it again! Yo! Let's take a look at the scan. What's with the dirt right there though? Buddy, this is shit. It's not perfect. It's shit. It's fucking tilted. Okay, no, this is terrible. Sorry. It's pretty decent. What's that right there? What's that right there? Buddy, it's indented. Yo. Yo, PSA 10? That's cap. I'm a hater. Buddy, what the gosh darn is this? There's an L and it's indented in. It's cooked. On the plastic. Fuck that. No, that is absolutely on the plastic. Well, you're wrong. Yeah, I'm actually wrong. It's in the plastic. Yeah, I'm wrong. Am I though? No, I'm not. I'm not wrong. The plastic ends right there where my cursor's at. I'm not wrong. Also, chat with the new PSA, brother, the whole card is fucking tilted. Dude, hold on. I swear I'm not being a hater. I swear I'm not a hater. I kind of am I am a hater a little bit, but not. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on this. If I start at this very pixel, right? This pixel. Yo, what the? And I were to go. How do you make it not as big? Yo, can I not? Yo, can we not do this? Hold on. Bang. Bang. Chat. Hold on.
The top right corner on the back is also cooked.
Chat, how do you tell if it's flat or not? Oh, I have an idea. Watch this. No, not that. Yeah, GG. Yeah, it's bad. You hold down shift. Yo, anybody oh, Reddit's talking about it right here. Okay, let me see. Opie's level, they didn't care about Pokemon. Still insane, a bit over 5 mil.
xQcl.
Make a square. Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, come on. You shift scroll. I mean, centering is not good.
xQc stop. I think people will find you if you debunk the card.
Oh, are people that mad about this? It's the highest quality you can find. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you.
Honest question: when is it time to grow up?
Whenever you want to. Okay, chat. I'll spend 5 minutes on this. I think we can move on. Okay. Technically, oh, but it's probably to the side though. Shift draw will make a straight line. Okay. Shift draw. Shift draw. What do you mean by that? Like. Yeah, but you wouldn't know though. That's straight? Okay, what about the top though?
How come you don't have one? Are you poor?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is straight. Oh, hold on. You're cooking. Can I not? Bang. Is that straight though? Line's too big, we can't tell. I'm fucking breaded. Nah, it is absolutely not. Sorry, it's just not. Chat, is that straight? Look, if you compare it to the other one, like this, I'll take the last pixel of yellow. Bang. What? Am I stupid, chat? Bang. Bang. So that one is straight at the top. That one is cooked. It is crooked a little bit. Sorry, check guys. I debunked it.
The whole card is tilted, dumbass.
Well, dude, I'm trying to figure out if yo, no shit, you fucking bum. Yo, how about yo, fuck you. How about over here? Bang. Bang. I'm done. I mean, it's good. Wait. Who did that? What's happened? Not again, please. I have to measure the distance between the horizontal plastic and the edge of the card. Ah. Anyway, How much is it? It hit at 16 mil? No way they actually sold it.
You want a quick blowjob?
Crazy.
They did?
They love you, Ken. They love you.
That's crazy. Ken is on fire.
Oh my God, there we go.
Yo, switch Ken. Yo, switch Ken to tequila, bro. Yo, get him going, dude.
That's crazy.
No, what they don't understand is I will say that without a single drink. That's what they don't get.
Yeah.
So I will do that like at 9 in the morning, waking up.
Yeah.
This is not champagne.
He was working talking about Burger King collectibles before this.
Yes.
Why are these bags listed for $26?
Yeah,
They should be at least $28.
I know, right?
All right.
13 mil?
Ready, my guy.
Do it. Here we go. Let's do
We're
it.
back in. It's at 16.1. I'm just.
Wait, what do you mean 16 mil? Where do you see that?
Absolutely.
This is
What do you mean see that?
This is your night, bud. This is your night, dude.
This is your night.
Tonight's your night.
Everybody else in that second.
What do you see
You're
that?
about to pull a
This is your
Zard.
night.
You're not staying at the Hyatt anymore.
Guinness
dude.
World Record.
With the buyer's premium classic.
I put my camera guy at the Ritz.
A beautiful back. A beautiful back.
16.1 mil?
Having these beautiful backs, dude.
I just like looking at the back
Obsessed
first
with the
because you just know.
back of the
I got a real.
Is there no names or anything on this?
Bro.
What?
What'd you get?
I saw the bottom of I think the last card.
Oh God, why'd you do that for? Trainer?
Interesting.
No,
Energy.
It was red, bro.
No, shut up.
Don't do that.
There's a lot of red cards. There's a lot of red
It's
cards.
fine. Yeah,
Wait, I'm just gonna look a little bit more. Oh no, it's not. It's not. I tripped.
Oh, yeah.
It's my bad.
Chat, are those?
What is that?
Wait, it was.
Chat, is that first edition?
Wait, hold on. It was. Oh wait.
That's called
Shadowless.
Wait. Oh, it was this one, bro. It was this one. Bro, I know the scoop up.
Chat, I can't want to see low
You got a
key.
red cheeks Pikachu? You got a red cheeks Pikachu, my guy. My guy, you got a red cheeks Pikachu.
Chat, that's a rare opening
Not
though.
over.
That was dirty, dude.
$16 million in my look.
Ken's still doing brand deals in the back.
2020.
He's
Collectibles are king.
It's a 10. You're good. Hey! What happened before was my fault.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm not gonna do it again. What I was trying to do was get you hyped up.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
open
was
some
like,
packs, man.
Backfired.
What the fuck?
The chat.
L. Logan. My
What
name
is this
starts with an
stall
L.
fest?
I know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
To tell you guys, I'm just sorry. I'm so sorry.
Need some W's in the chat. Come on,
All right.
W's in the chat.
One
Hey,
thing every 30 minutes.
I do want to say this. I do want to say this with 48,000 people watching. Obviously, I am building this collectible platform, Rip It. I'm very excited about it, but with that,
Another one.
more box breaks. I bid on a lot of things in Ken's auction tonight.
Felix,
most of
baby,
which
you
was
so
sealed
hot.
product. So what's happening
Another
right now
one.
with this live stream, this energy, these vibes is going to be happening a lot more. Trust me, you're going to want to tune in. Stay tuned. We're building Rip It. We're building our box breaking business with some of the best in the hobby. With some of the best in the hobby, boys.
It's gonna cost you a lot more than a hotel room. You want these vibes, buddy.
We are building the wait list for Rip It. I see. You want to do this? This is your guys. Or you want to do one at a time? Two? Yeah, both. I think it'll be a fun little switch up.
Dude, I have that. It's just not Shadowless though.
This is like when you switch to two hands on the blackjack table.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I don't like the way he's handling the cards. Why is he handling it so rough?
3 off the back. This is ready to go.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
So that's ready to go. Let's see what chat's saying. They're saying LFG, they're ready for this. We have 46,000 people with us on Sunday.
Yeah, Polymarket always.
I think he misspoke.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! Bro,
Chat, how much
yes!
are first edition PSA 10
Another
Pikachus are
red
worth
cheeks
it?
Pikachu and a Bulbasaur, Drowsy, Grass, Onyx, Pidgey, yeah. We're cooking. Haunter, Energy Retrieval, Seal, Drowsy, Grass Energy, Onyx, Pidgey,
Energy.
No guaranteed rare?
Charmander would take it.
Charmander's insane.
You're the goat. Let me get a welcome to the jungle xQcl.
I have to say, I think you guys did pretty well.
Hi.
I think you guys did pretty well. A Mewtwo.
Oh, Haunter's the rare, you're right.
Chansey, are they in the green?
We should be grateful for.
Nidorine, Male, Diglett, Abra, Fire Energy.
Chat, what's the... Yo, that card was fucked. Chat, what are the chances these are resale then?
Here we go. Nothing. Nothing. Scoop up.
Oh yeah, dude!
I wonder where they sourced the box from.
Talk to us about it.
Oh, this has a really good back on it, dude. This might be
I know Greg has the box right now.
Scoop up, dude.
And it's actually not resealed.
Oh, great.
Not scanned either, believe it or not.
My God.
Oh, that one.
Chat, no shinies.
I'm telling you, Ken's on. He's Ray. Dynamite, Psychic Energy, Pidgey, Electro. That's it. 11 more.
All right. Well, I think I've seen enough of this.
Here we go.
Oh.
3, 2. Oh. Zapdos. Electabuzz. I'm sorry. I did it again.
I'm never gonna financially
No, it's not scam because of the box lore.
Hey, hit another brand deal. Quick, dude.
Plug your shit.
Head on over to my YouTube channel is Patrick Whelan, WIELAND.
Dude, we don't care.
We're day trading every single morning live on YouTube.
Dude, we don't care, man.
Little influencers in Miami. There is a problem in the world with
xQc, we want more cop slop. Keep watching cop slop. Give us chatters more
Oh,
cop
anyway.
slop. Yep. Will you play Rocket League today?
Mike, it did not go well, man. It did not.